Okay, we are back with more Kingdom Come Deliverance. Gonna do a little bit of herb lore training in this, but I'm not gonna spend the whole episode on it. I'm gonna try to progress this quest. I do need to rest really soon, so I'll see about turning in the quest that I'm starting with here. Need to do a little bit of alchemy as well. I don't need to do that constantly, but I'll try to do at least a couple runs, get like a level up per episode when we play this. I think the quest I have to turn in is like basically right in front of me. Game seems super quiet at the moment. Let me try talking to somebody real fast.
Well.
Turn it up.
Look who deigns to grace us with his presence.
I was looking for that boy, and
you didn't bother telling anyone.
I had to follow the trail before it went cold.
And what if some bandit skewered you and left you for dead? We'd never find you because you told no one where you were going. How would I explain that to Sir Radzig, eh? I really don't know, my lord. He disappeared without saying a word to anyone. Never crossed my mind he wanted to get himself killed.
I...
Silence! Keep your ignorant mouth shut when I'm giving you the benefit of a veteran's wisdom. You do what I tell you, answer only when I ask, and not go roaming off whenever you feel like it. I'd like to kick your arse back to the castle and be shut of you. But it's true, you're a fucking peasant who knows nothing about soldiering, and it's my job to whip you into shape, so I'm not done with you yet. God have mercy on you if you ever try anything like that again. If you're lucky, I'll only have you whipped and clapped in the stocks, because if I get my way, you'll be hanged for desertion.
Dang.
I hope we've got that out of the way, and I've made myself absolutely clear. And now, let's hear what you have to report.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it, then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around in Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzig will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been.
Okay.
Any chance of some work here, Captain?
That all depends on what you're ready to do, my lad. As I'm sure you've noticed, the roads around here are swarming with brigands. Sir Hanush has declared quite a reward for dealing with them.
So what do you think I should do about them?
We know about one of their encampments. It's to the east of Ratai in an abandoned mine. I don't really mind how you deal with them. Anyway, the leaders generally wear spurs, maybe like they're pretending they're nobility. Who cares? In any case, bring me the spurs, and I'll take it as proof that the deed's done.
Very well. I'll see to it.
Got it.
Wait. In addition, Sir Hanush has offered a reward for every bandit who's killed. So take a good sharp dagger. You'll get a bit extra for each ear you bring.
Yeah, right?
Isn't that a bit barbaric?
Barbaric ways for barbaric times, my boy.
That does make sense, I must admit.
Thanks, Henry. Appreciate the editorial there. All right, let's see. We need to rest, among other things. Ginger in a pickle. You need to go tell Ginger he can go back to the farm, so I should do that. I'll do that real quick before I go to bed here. B on the map.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Then we'll go to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, it's still a ways up there. That is where Belladonna is. I don't know about that for now. Stamina region here.
Yeah.
Further northwest. Okay.
Yeah.
This is where I did that quest earlier to fight those bandits, and I had to, like, ambush them. I do really like this game's combat system. It's different than anything I've seen in another game, but I think it, like, generally only really works if you're fighting one person. I guess they incentivize you to find ways to reduce combats down to just one person by, like, ambushing people or whatever. And I guess that's also true to life, that it's pretty hard when you're outnumbered. Tends to not be viable.
Yeah.
My local copies of my VODs for this game look pristine, but YouTube absolutely murders these. I know YouTube has a different set of codecs that it awards based on how many views your video's gotten, but whatever the base codec is, anytime I'm running through grass, the game just turns to, like, visual mush. It's unfortunate. Okay. I think this is where we want to be. I thought those are all pickable flowers. Ugh. How dare you not be pickable?
You can return home. It was hard work to convince them, so please don't get into trouble when you go back.
Thank you. I'd like to give you something, but
Oh, that's cool,
got
Leon.
nothing except if you're ever traveling by way of Neuhof, stop by and I'll show you something with the horses.
Cool. So I might want to get on my horse and then fast travel my way back. I have heard that, you know, while it sucks to be outnumbered, that, you know, people will joke. Let me see if I can kill this bunny real quick. People will joke that it's annoying in movies when, like, people just kind of dance around and take turns attacking somebody when they're getting jumped, but, like, in real life, it's kind of what you have to do. Like, you can't really do anything different, really. Oh, yikes. So it didn't occur to me that I can't hold a torch and shoot an arrow. Makes sense. Where'd that bunny go? It's long gone. Okay, cool. Everyone is kind of just forced to take turns. Interesting. Yup. Definitely what we call a good decision. I need to get a new place to stay. I can do that, right? Like, basically I pay once to unlock a item box in any inn anywhere in the game. I feel like that the fast travel isn't just like a free teleport. I'm guessing you don't get any like horsemanship skill for it. Well, I gotta get stuff out of my saddlebags here. It's from the sidekick menu. Yeah, I know I'm encumbered. Give me a minute. Guess I probably could have done that from inside the house. Sleepy boy over here. Let me eat from the perpetual stew.
Hey, lad! Don't you want a little wager on the Rattay tourney?
There's another tourney. Just gonna deposit everything and then decide what I actually want from here. Oh, do quest items never actually weigh anything? There's a move all button. Okay, that helps. So, from this list, I would like nettles, savior schnapps. Leave one in case I have an emergency later. Oh, I don't know if doing that caused me to just like go completely naked. It probably did, didn't it? Probably more than enough for alchemy. Yeah, I'm naked. Okay, hold on. Let me try to fix it. Just like remember what the hell I'm wearing all the time. Wish I could sort this by like what slot it was in. You want the conspicuous value to be low, right? High value means it's easier to detect. It's the tarred jacket I was using before. Come on. Interesting. That replaces that. Get my sword back out of there, apparently. I think this is what I was using. That's probably a better bow, if I understand correctly. But do I actually need to have a dagger on me to cut off those ears like they were saying? Get rid of the other shit bow. That should be fine. I want to bet it's 7:30 in the morning. Definitely very normal stuff here. I might just need to skip a day here. Hey, Jerry Bubbles, thank you. How have you been? Henry just like, I'm too tired. I'm gonna skip a day. Might try to make it to like actual nighttime and do that. Right. Probably can get some gloves, question mark. Okay. Those replace the Vam braces, which we don't want. We want the Vam braces for using the bow. Eventually you don't need them, I guess, once you get a high enough archery skill. It seems challenging to train archery. Probably need to like write these down. Let me just do it now. When you deposit equipped items. Common bassinet, hunter's gloves, long dark Waffenrock, ordinary tarred jacket, patched hose, silent shoes, Vam braces. I'm gonna go do a little bit of alchemy and then we'll try to keep pushing quests, I suppose. Gonna try to manually ride places if I can to get more horsemanship. I assume I'm just passively gaining horsemanship XP for every second I'm on a horse. It's not like dependent on galloping or something. Back here, I think. This is daylight, so we'll just see what the hell I'm doing. That's nice. Happy teleporting horse. Okay. Start alchemy. Those herbs. Oh, right now we want to have it in the recipe list. Prepare. Okay. So it's wine. And then we do 2 times belladonna times 1 nettle, right? Where can I learn to read? Seems like that's a worthwhile thing to pursue. Well, that for 2 turns. It's a quest for it with a marker. Okay. Takes longer than I'd like it to. Okay. Well, again. They've already screwed this up too much. We'll see. The common dialogue option. More. Oh, I'm gonna be really bad here. This will complete the potion. Really gotta watch for the boil, I guess. Well, it still gave it to me. That's nice of them. You get more based on how precisely you do it, right? Wish I could understand the tolerances a little bit better here, because I think you probably have time to like grind stuff in between boil turns, but it's really hard for me to tell. I think it's just safer for me to like do it manually. Just wait for the nettles to be done and then do all the belladonna. Now I can start doing it. I can't grind both of the belladonna at the same time, can I? Or maybe I can. Okay, I guess I can. Overboil the water that time, the wine? I think I did. Boil for 1 turn after that. Wish Henry could use both of his hands better. The feeling of making the crafting system like super analog is definitely an interesting idea. Where there's not like meters and stuff, right? Kind of just have to figure it out. I want to get 1 level in alchemy before I move on. Fair. I'll work on learning to read after this. I'd like to try to do at least 1 story mission as well. Nettle. Three to get 1 set of bubbles. 4, 5, 6. I just want to see if that's enough for it to last the full 2 turns. Or if that's overkill. Okay, 6 bellows pulls is almost perfect. You write that down. Almost perfect for nettle, and I probably have to do 4 for the belladonna. I guess I can overdo it with the Belladonna because I can end it early by using the file. I don't know if the thing needs to be like heated the whole time. The instructions didn't mention that. If like heat dropping off is ever a problem. Let's do 5 to be safe. On alchemy level up, maybe? Oh wow, still no. Dang. Okay. Oh, I just want to get 1 level up, then I'll stop. See how many I have after this. Interesting, I like that this game had this idea of let's try to like come up with a system to discourage save scumming, but then you can like totally farm the ability to save. I guess if Belladonna was super rare, it would be a little different. Try doing 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See if that ends right on time this time. Oh, perfect. Yeah, absolutely perfect. Okay, let me write that down. Five pulls. Oh, I see. You get drunk if you do too much of it. That's a smart concept. Slight optimization hype. This better be a level up. Used to do 2 potions for a level up, and now it's 4? Or more, I suppose. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, I see you there. You don't get second lunch, buddy. Find this quest. Yeah, right. Pen is mayor in the suburbs. Visit the scribe and do shits. Okay, I need to go there anyway. Guess I'll report to Sir Radzik and then I'll go try to do that. Don't think that alchemy level up, maybe it gives me something. An extra mistake without affecting the results. Level 4 right now. The level 5 stuff is all pretty interesting. How often do you get a perk point in this? Oh, 3, 5. So I'll get another one. So I guess salted and smoked is good to take now. We'll definitely do trial and error. Is there meant to be another tourney here? Miller mentioned that. It does definitely seem worth doing. Those don't ever get activities, maybe? Okay. I just need to have somebody tell me that there's a tourney for me to sign up for it. Oh wait, I apparently got really confused. Didn't realize he was all the way out there. I'll just port there. You okay there? Got stuck on something. Pretty funny. Hey, bud. Any arrows on you? Uh-oh.
Hey, you!
Well, that's why I saved. Nothing to see here, bud. That's some kind of alcohol, it looked like. Nice. That's getting easier to do. Fancy horses everywhere.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
One of the Neuhoff stable boys, a lad they called Ginger, fled from there and hid out with some charcoal burners. I have to say, there's a lot of them around. I never thought how many forges and ironworks they have to supply.
That's true, but keep to the point.
Oh, yes, sir.
Should have been more specific.
I had quite a job finding him. He was well hidden and with good reason. The bandits wanted to kill him because he recognised one of them.
Did he tell you what happened?
He said it wasn't one gang, but two. And one of them took fright when the slaughter started.
How's the audio balance, by the way? I
Seems
know
they were only interested
most of the
in
game
loot,
is pretty
so they
quiet. Is
quarrelled
the
with the
voice
other lot.
okay?
Then it came to a skirmish in the woods and one of them was killed. And the rest of them scattered.
And did you find out where they went?
All I know is one of them is from Uzhitz. I know enough about him to be able to track him down.
All right, but those cutthroats must know who he is too, right? And if they want to get revenge on him or silence him, you'd better hope they don't get to him before you. So drop everything and get on his trail. Find out what he knows and then report back to me. I'm going to our
Okay, I'll turn it
encampment
up
at
a little.
Marstead to oversee the security of the region.
Yes, sir.
You know if it ends up being too loud later. Hey, new level and main level.
Why choose Marstead?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall.
I
Helpless
didn't know
to do
stoats
anything
entranced
about it.
rabbits.
I have some news about the investigation, sir.
Good. Tell me.
The trail leads to Uzhitz. I found out one of the bandits is from there, a fellow they call Limpy Lubosh.
I see. What else?
That's all I've found out so far, sir.
All right. Farewell.
Sounds good. And we said any white dialogue trains speech.
Okay.
That's true. Stuff I haven't lockpicked yet. Don't you dare come in
What
here.
happened to you?
It's about to send me back to Mother in a cardboard box. Okay. You don't have a lockpick. Whoops. Don't use the deposit everything command. Lesson learned. Let's deal with it for now. Need to have like a thing that lets me reserve certain items. You doing okay there, Sir Reddit? Amazing.
Got bellyache, have you? That's nasty.
I just took damage from that. Rude. Hey, he made it. I'm so proud of him. Okay. Video games. This game is really interesting to me because I think it's trying to do the we don't want everything to be super conveyed with numbers and bars and math, but it like is running up against a limit, I think, where it wants you to feel like you're just kind of having an organic progression, but then also there are definitely numbers and bars and math under the scenes, you know, behind the scenes that you can kind of pick up on. I think it's hard to make that work. Main level. Oh, but my level and main level didn't give me a perk point. Okay. I think great. What is it, is it Morrowind or Oblivion that has the problem where it calculates your total level for scaling monsters based on your total skills? So if you invest heavily in non-combat stuff, everything will be way too powerful for you. Assume this game doesn't have any kind of scaling like that. It wasn't to do a little bit of herbalism. My intent was to do enough herbalism to get a strength level up, since I spent all that time picking up the thing that gives me strength XP. Oblivion. I'm interested to play both Oblivion and Morrowind on stream at some point. I really didn't like Skyrim. I think Skyrim's streamlining decisions basically took everything that's potentially interesting out of Elder Scrolls, at least for me. It seems like it's comparable to like what Deus Ex Human Revolution did to Deus Ex. Flowers we got here. Oblivion's like crazy level scaling. Leg day, baby. Is that not also Valerian? I guess not. Really need you to aim that like cursor directly at the root. Snake, you want to eat some flag arc mushrooms? How do they taste? I'm worried now that the strength XP you get from leg day, the herbalism upgrade, is like homeopathic. You'll never see a level up from it. But again, I have been playing Dragon Quest XI, where it's full of little abilities that are completely useless because of the way they balance the math. I'll do this until I either get a strength level up or a herbalism level up, and then I'll move on to the main quest. Probably my favorite thing to do in this game, which is very funny. Extremely satisfying. I can't tell if something's not a gatherable plant because I didn't get my cursor in the right spot, or if it's just not meant to be gatherable. Very good. Oh, there's my herbalism level. Sup, horse? Let's go.
Yeah.
Ooh, shits. Ooh, shits. Alright, horsemanship level, nice. Wait, that's a random guy on the road, you know what that means. Yeah, I know, right? This guy just keeps getting home and his pockets are completely empty. No idea what happened. Okay, I think I need to eat food and pickpocketing like right away. So, if I put stuff on my horse that's stolen, can a guard search my horse inventory regardless of how far away my horse inventory is? Yeah, exactly. Or if I, like, park my horse far out of town, I can be safe from that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think they can still search your saddlebags if you bring the horse into town with you. I don't know what they did to make this game run better. There must have been some kind of like performance patch in the last 6 months or something, because it much better. Find out where the limping bandit lives. There we go. Yeah. Move to horse, move to horse. Move to horse. Everything, I think. I need to have my sword equipped. Replace the sword. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can pay for an inn here. A bunch of stuff to do here. I think we're safe on time limits right now too, right? I guess I want to do as much side stuff as possible when I'm pretty sure I'm safe on time limits, which is not all the time. Oh, nice pill. Hard to find something that has enough, like, variations that you can do for the different kinds of months. I had rupees for a while, but you run out of rupee colors pretty quickly. Oh, that's cool. Let me try to find the inn before I go doing anything silly here. Yeah, Hollow Knight's great. That is a cow. Butcher, okay. Makes sense. And again, my understanding of the inns in this game is that you make a one-time payment to permanently unlock a, like, Miller chest there. I'm gonna save before I pickpocket rando dudes on the road, if I can. Right on. Might have the money on me, I guess we'll see.
Can I do anything to help?
Assume there'll be a sign for wherever this place is. Which all gathered here for.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit.
Yeah,
Allow
right.
me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Damn. Fucked up.
Sakra. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
I gotta ask every question for the speech
How come he
XP.
limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Another thing about Lube.
Okie doke.
An inscription in blood. It's a pity I don't know how to read. Looks like they wanted to give someone a warning. But who? And a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
Interesting. Oh, hey. He's got some perpetual stew over here. That's nice of him. I bring my lockpicks back, unfortunately.
What the?
Y'all just gonna come in here and stare at that? Okay, I mean, I guess it's my fault for leaving the door open, but okay.
Don't remind me. It was gruesome.
God have mercy.
You guys all want to like walk out further outside of town and then stagger yourselves outside of each other's line of sight? That would be great. Looking for an inn. It's the best day of their lives.
Thief! Thief! The bastard! Is that all you've got? Shit! No, no!
Had enough? Yeah, you got me. And what are you gonna do about it? That bloated belly surely stole that ring anyway. No excuses. Hand it over.
Here!
You got the thrashing you deserved. I hope you've learned your lesson.
Yes, sir.
Don't get caught next time.
You really let him go? Just like that?
What?
And did you get the loot back?
Want me to kill him?
I did. I have it here.
Okay, good.
Thank you. That thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days. And just so you know, I'm no pinch purse. Here's a small reward.
Thanks.
That is a small reward.
Put that weapon away before someone gets hurt.
Before the guards see you.
Yeah, everyone chill, okay? I do appreciate how big they make these towns feel. It really feels like they put in the work. Make sure there's lots of buildings. Lodgings. Oh, really? You can get in trouble for doing that?
Got it for you right here.
Good health to you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Sir Hanush gives a job like that to a young fellow like you? Well, what do I care? Ask.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a strange one. Always drinking, bad-tempered. Lord knows how he made a living. Well, maybe now
Normal
I've
way to
got an
carry out a
idea or two.
conversation right here.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
I didn't see much of him lately, not even in the tavern. Not till yesterday in church, as it happens.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home at all. Wait, are you saying
Oh, I see.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
I really don't know. As far as I know, he had no kin. I never saw him with anyone.
That's all.
Good
Look at women! God bless them.
Mother of God. You look like you've been assaulted.
I mean, about
I've
Lubosh.
come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating
Give me
the massacre
some
in
speech
Neuhof,
XP,
and now a
please.
murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time. And then yesterday, he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
Priest also
Do
a
you know
criminal?
what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Do you know who
I think this
Lubosh
game
used
makes me
spend
excited
time
to
with?
see white
Do you have no
dialogue
friends?
options for
As far as I
each
know,
XP.
he had nobody at all in this world.
That's all.
Have you got a bed for the night?
Certainly. For how long?
Long term.
How about if I pay you for several nights?
No problem, but you pay in advance.
That's quite a lot. Can we discuss the price?
Okay, so I need to get it to where I can actually afford it.
What about this?
Come now, just a little more and we have a deal. You've got it all to yourself.
Yay!
No one will disturb you.
Where do I go to sleep?
You'll have no trouble finding it. Right inside the door to the building, there's a ladder up to the loft. Your bed's ready there, and a trunk for your belongings.
Thank you.
God bless.
You too. Sleep here and save the game. You have your common chest here. Okay, cool. That's really nice. Must be a ladder somewhere. See, this is no longer counting as a private area. Get my lockpicks out. I gotta add that to the list of things I need to always be carrying with me. Lockpicks. Add that. Don't think I care about having anything else on me. Maybe money? Money doesn't really weigh anything on its own, right? Is there any reason to not always have a shield equipped? Like, doesn't block me from using my sword any differently, does it? Let's get a lot of rest here. I'll do a little bit in the wee hours. Now's the time to try it. Nope.
Stop that! Hey! Oh, leave me be. I want to sleep.
Hey, new level in pickpocketing. Nice. Stolen pretzels, my jam. Heavenly Kingdom die. There's not really any reason to remove the blood from my weapon because it like makes me more intimidating. Is that right? Wow, she gets much worse sleeping conditions. Let's try this. I did just save. Too difficult. Okay. Now, the problem with pickpocketing the key to open stuff is that I then get denied the lockpicking XP associated with those locks, right? Stuff can get laundered from showing as stolen if it sits in a chest for long enough, right? Or does it have to be on me? Moonshine necklace. Oh, okay. Dirty versus clean. Right, right. Just unlock it. No business being a very hard lock there, jeez. I think I need to save the opportunity for the thieving XP or pickpocketing XP. All right, new perk point available. We get level 12 pickpocketing. Damn. Keep some stolen items when you're arrested. Feel the stats for items. I feel like Pocket Sight 3 is the really good one. Comrade might be worth grabbing. Always lose reputation whenever you get searched, right? Definitely gonna end up taking Pocket Sight 3. Guess I should take Item Expert 1. Although I don't know if the stats particularly matter. If you get caught in the act and then just like sprint for it, does anything bad happen? So it still detected me there. Shoot. Well, I suppose, let me just do this real fast. I cannot open that lock now. Shit, I guess you gotta wait a little bit. Like, they're more likely to detect you the more readily you try to pickpocket them again. Maybe it's just like a raw die roll? I got all 3 of them last time, multiple times without problems. I don't know what governs it, to be honest. In one go. Oh, sure, as opposed to trying to focus on pickpocketing gear. So, like, the weapon doesn't help with that. I guess those don't affect it at all, do they? Interesting. You get like a black hood or something. I got everything if I was playing that a little different. God damn it. I should have just saved after I got my pickpockets before. I don't know if there's just like an initial roll that doesn't care about like whether they see me or what my gear is looking like or what. Dang it. It seems like the punishment for being detected is like massive. You have to wait for the crouching chameleon thing to proc. Maybe that's my problem. I don't want to spend the whole stream doing this. I'm just trying to understand what's changed here. This guy seemed like super easy to pickpocket before. Let me see if I've got more stuff in my thing here that I could do to help with my conspicuousness, invisibility, and noise stats. This doesn't show you directly on this list, does it? I do take all and then deposit all and then try to figure out what's best. Round felt hat helps. Coif is noisier but less conspicuous. Leather gloves are better. Okay. I'm gonna rest for an hour. You have to rest for a minimum of an hour to advance time, right? Or to save, I mean. Oh, but I can wake up almost immediately after telling it to do an hour. Okay. I just do not understand. I'm getting totally hosed here. Oh, darn it. It didn't save there. Ah, shit. Alright, well... I'll try to at least get this guy and I'll move on. Wanted to get that extra level up with the perk point, but I might not be able to get away with it. I guess, like, if you go to rest and then you wake up early, it penalizes you, I suppose. Pick up the stealth items I grabbed earlier. I think it was regular leather gloves and round felt hat. Should help a bit. Explore through town a little. Try to do some more stuff before I save again here. I just got really lucky the first time I tried pickpocketing them and then just got screwed at the last second there. I had to remember how to do that for a second. New level in lockpicking. guy who doesn't steal anything or break into any homes. He just picks as many locks as he humanly can. Just practicing, you know? It's fine. Like a chicken coop. We're in this town, just like, why is my door unlocked?
What?
What indeed?
Something here?
Nothing to see here, bud. Scribe. Right. Lockpicking, law-abiding citizen. Or is binding. Nice click out of 2. Alright, I'm going to try to turn in the next main story step and then see if I can learn to read. Where's the church? Is it somewhere obvious? It is. Priest clearly doesn't sleep here. Wait for him later on, I assume. He sleeps up in this, like, loft. Thought about jumping back down, but this is a game that gives you fall damage for falling like half an inch down a hill. Play it safe, I think. About the safest lock ever. Watch a monk actually climb up here while I'm trying to do this. Communion chalice. Oh, there's some good stuff in here. Try to not get caught with that stuff. Oh, goddammit. I think me going to close the door saved me from the fall damage. Amusing. Cobwebs and a torch, huh? Now it tells me it's a private area. Where was that? I assume it's marked on the map here. Wash yourself, sure. Alright, no reason not to sleep for like an hour now that it's daylight anyway. They're gonna take away my stolen cobwebs if they find me with that. It's perfect sense. Oh, I think that's the most expensive item I've ever stolen. It's cool. Okay, so it has to explicitly say game saved when I pop up. Good to know. I can try to get these guys again then, I suppose. Yeah, lady's up early, never mind. Okie doke. See if the priest is at the church yet. I assume he has to like walk there manually. Hey, indulgence. Fuck that noise. Got 95 problems, and an indulgence ain't one. Looking for stuff to do here while I wait to be able to actually start the story. I guess I can go see about Learn to Read quest. It's visit the scribe. Green A. Oh, it does. Interesting. Been funny if it just like buys you years out of purgatory, so it does absolutely nothing in game. Just like a money sink then. You gotta do the like Seinfeld thing where you have to make sure you put the money in there when somebody's looking. Otherwise it doesn't count. Villager and the bailiff.
Good day to you.
Henry, you gotta stop talking to people like this.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
That man
It's
Lubos
so
who was
frequent that
murdered,
that happens. I'm surprised they didn't like
He was a drunk who was always
address
looking
this in
for a
some way.
fight.
Like make them stand up and turn
Nobody
and face
liked him
you.
much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea.
Just the way
where he
things were
was
done in
stalking.
medieval times.
Do you know what Lubos was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Yeah.
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubos used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
That man...
Oops.
That's all.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not?
What's that supposed to mean?
I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
Not right now. 50 groschen. Wow, that's like
groschen?
nothing
Then we may as well start.
for days of effort.
No. He did break his vow, but better than to destroy
Cutscene.
it here.
Although I can't hear it because I think the camera is like positional audio.
Wake up, lad. It's time we were getting on.
Literacy montage.
So,
Show a lot of things
let's see you read
happening
a
at once. Remind everyone of what's going on.
There's a book here on the table. Try to read it.
Will I manage?
You ought to be able to. It's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your way through.
One day, a countryman going to... I really like this system of like scrambling the letters. On an egg all yellow and glittering. When he took it up, it was heavy as lead. Gonna throw it away. Thought a trick had been played upon him. He took it home. On second thoughts, found, to his delight, it was an egg of pure gold. Every morning the same thing occurred. Rich by selling his eggs. Grew rich, he grew greedy, thinking to get at once all the gold the goose could give. He killed it and opened it only to find nothing. Classic. Where'd you go, dude? What the fuck? Oh, there's seat.
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
Being greedy doesn't pay.
That being greedy doesn't pay.
Excellent. You're one of my most talented pupils. You've uncovered the meaning hidden in the letters. Like I told you, books are valuable. And the words that you
Interesting.
place in them ought to be no less so.
Does that mean that I can read then?
Yes, you have the foundation. Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword. To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet. Now we'll move on to the second lesson, which will be much harder. Many books are written in Latin, the language of erudite and religious men. If you really want to be able to read, there's no getting away from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I only just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
Yeah, it's a video
You're
game.
a clever lad. You'll manage.
Still the goose thing. Assume he's talking about this one? Oh, it wants me to sit first. Okay, that makes sense. Got it.
I read the page.
So tell me, Distrupule, what's written there?
Yeah, I don't know. Definitely not that one.
Nullus est liber tam malus.
Nothing that is free can be bad.
Non
Something.
lique parte prosit.
Good heavens! Don't tell me you haven't had lessons before. Excellent.
Yeah, it's kind of cool though.
There's nothing more I can teach you. Congratulations. You can go and be ordained right away.
Thank you, Domine. I'm feeling a lot wiser.
New level in reading. None maintenance yet. Colleague in the flow. I guess you just have to buy books and consume them to level that up. Yeah. It would be great to have a little Heaven's Vault thing in this. I really love that game. It's incredible. You just switch seats there, buddy?
What's the matter, laddie? Need to shit?
Pretty much.
May the Lord watch over.
All right. It's got a lot of books. So, gonna do the thing that makes books cheaper. I should do it now. No real way to steal from shops, right?
May the Lord watch over.
Looks great. Haggle.
Let's have a word about the price.
Why not?
Are we agreed?
Come now. Just a little more and we have a deal.
Right.
All right, so.
So some of them level skills directly. Do all of them level reading regardless if it's their first time getting them? Right, so as long as it has a star, I haven't read it yet, I take it. Good meat is brewed. Oh, interesting. That's an actual alchemy recipe? Or is it a different system? You write it down in my text file here. Tastes best after 8 weeks. There is a reading level up. Father check. Hope they make a sequel to Heaven's Vault. Fortunately, in my playthrough, I missed out on one of the cooler things where you like had this giant book to translate with. Skip this one. I don't really care. Simony. Not words, but deeds that matter before the court of God. Adamites. Sucks to be the Adamites. Maple Schism. Arch heretic. An anti-pope. All right, new perk point available for reading. That's a good one. Well, this is way after that, right? Primer. Blah Black Sheep, have you any wool? You'll find out in our latest publication. It's funny. Well, how long can I study for? Interesting. Eventually tap it out, I assume? Just a way to convert time into reading XP, I guess. I don't have a perk point, right? 3, 5, 7, 9, 12. What? Your level of study of the book you've read, most of will advance automatically while sleeping or skipping time. Oh, your level of study of the book you've read most of. Man, that is a fucked up sentence. I see. So instead of having to spend time in it, you just sleep. You do? Oh, okay. Really interesting. Let's see what's going on at the church real quick.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
Bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child. All sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one
We're
of
gonna do the
those
Law and
is
Order
the
thing.
sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious.
I am
There must be
serious, and don't call
situations
me
in which you
Shirley.
can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
Let's see. 8 + 1. I feel like this is the one I would pick, but it's the one I have the least stats in.
But Lubosh is dead. You can't hurt him, but if you don't tell me, more innocent people may die.
If I told you, I would be betraying a vow that's a cornerstone of the Holy Church. If people believed the sanctity of the confessional couldn't be trusted, the consequences would be even worse than that.
Worse than the death of innocent Christians? Worse than the murderer escaping punishment?
No one escapes punishment.
Uh-huh. One of those,
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he
be
could
okay
tell me
with
who was
earthly
responsible for that
injustices.
massacre.
Don't worry, it's
If I
going to get
don't find
taken
out
care
who
of
it
in a
was,
future
it will
life.
probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Take care now.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practice with a stick. A reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
Have you thought of a way to help me solve that murder?
Let's leave it for the evening. Come to the tavern after sunset and we'll talk it over.
Okay, so I have a time-specific thing here.
Do you have any work that needs doing?
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. Another pair of shoulders would ease my burden. I have to deal with a local witch.
A witch?
The herb woman, old Gertrude.
Okay,
That
thanks,
devious
Bear.
hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Ujet's women to witchery.
A little bird told you, did it?
You know how good people are at seeing the splinter in another's eye and not the beam in their own.
Hey,
In
there's a
other
good
words,
Jesus quote.
someone's been gossiping. And what's the problem?
As long as herb women stick to giving psychic to folk
Physic,
and bloated
you mean?
cows, assisting in childbirth, or burning incense in bedrooms to help with sleep, then nothing at all. But this is sacrilege. And it's
Most of the voice
unsafe.
acting in this game is
All
pretty
sorts
good.
of
This guy is
molds
not
and
super great,
lichens
though.
and poisonous plants and other foul things go into those concoctions. I'd hate to see her poison some poor gullible lass.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn
So you have
that
to go
she truly
stamp
did
out
involve Pope in
feminism.
some foolishness, find out all you can and deal with it.
I don't feel like sticking my nose into this. Sorry.
I'm the one who's sorry the souls of your brothers and sisters mean so little to you. If you change your mind, come back. Take care now.
Boo. All right, what are we doing here? Unexplored place. Meet the priest at the tavern. So I'm gonna go to the bed and relax and read, I guess. Hey, Serp, how you doing? Do I have to do it by accepting it from him, or can I just find her and talk to her? I'm hoping to, like, not stamp out witchcraft. I was hoping that was, like, an option later in the quest. Alright, so primer. Guess I want to try to get as much out of these first. Obedience of disciples. Great. Good. Hey, Benedict II sucks. You already don't have any scrambled words at this point. Continues how the animal's advisor came to rule wisely and justly so that his kingdom would prosper and his subjects thrive. All of this, though, is treated in another book. Number 1, study. Book won't take that long to finish, okay. New level in reading. Read any longer just now. Let's not overdo it here. Gotta do the thing in the evening. Oops, I mean to sit again. Sleep and save. I'm gonna go talk to the priest. Oh, there's another tourney. Okay, that might be worth doing. See the Herald in the morning. Okay. More free combat training. Given that I think outside of that, there's a limited number of people that I can fight without causing problems. Is he already in here? Not here yet. Okay. Time exactly does it want me here? I don't know if they count as evening. 7 p.m. maybe? Jimmy just walks there eventually on his own time.
God be with you.
Also with you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa.
I don't know nothing about it.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
That's all.
Good luck to you.
Let me see about reading that message again. It lets me. B is probably the house that he started in. I'm not sure. I think I had to travel up from Lubosh's house before. Probably should have marked it at the time. I didn't think to. Nothing else to pickpocket or to lockpick. More lockpicking skill makes it less likely for my pick to snap. Is that true? I knew I'd cause that, like, screen flicker. At least the frame rate's pretty, like, stable now.
What's that?
Jesus Christ be praised.
Yeah, yeah.
Take care now. What was that noise?
Sounded me running around.
Good God! What happened to your clothes? If you were robbed, you should report it.
I've come in the
So
name
the
of
maintenance
Sir
skill lets me repair my own clothes.
investigating the massacre in
Where can I go to
Neuhof,
do
and now a
that?
murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask all you want, lad.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
Those that live by the sword die by the sword. I'm not surprised the end he came to.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Everything about him was suspicious. I always gave him a wide berth.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
How would I know?
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
I don't know, since I don't go to alehouses.
That's all.
Very helpful, thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
Tailor Cobbler Armor Kit. I like to do it myself because it's a skill, right? Is that maintenance? I don't think I have any way of knowing which of the houses was Lubosh's. Grindstones to fix weapons, okay. It's like a little alleyway where everybody was gathered. I'm a guy. Don't look at me. Sorry.
What's...
God be with you.
I already talked to Pavel. Pavel. Could have sworn that was a gatherable flower. I guess not.
Jesus Christ. Take care now.
He doesn't have anything unique to say. Where you headed there, buddy?
Good day to you.
The parish priest here in Uzhitz, he's a peculiar sort of cleric. I noticed he's quite handy with a sword.
He is indeed. He's as hard as nails. More than once he's intervened in a brawl in the tavern and sat everyone on their asses. He's not to be taken lightly.
I doubt he acquired those skills at the seminary.
You know how it goes. The nobles send their youngest sons to study for the priesthood, and our parish priest has blue blood in him. He probably learned to fight at home before he went to university. That's how it goes with those aristocrats. But I heard something happened and he was roving the world for a while. Don't know what he got up to, though.
Interesting. He's like Rickety Cricket. Alright, let's see.
Good health to you. God be with
No one else knows shit about Lubosh, okay. Get back to the tavern. I like that people like stand under the eaves when it's raining. That's cute. Really put some work into stuff like that. All right, let me save real quick here. Eat some of my stolen food real quick. Oh, has it all already been laundered, I guess? Okay. Oh, no, it just doesn't show you that it's marked as stolen in there. Okay. Pounding back carrots over here. %0 freshness on a pretzel. That can make me, I guess it could make me sick. Keep accidentally just sitting. All right, let's give this a try.
The blessings of our Lord be...
And with you, lad. Take a seat.
Godwin's concubine.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But maybe we can work something out. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
It doesn't matter where I'm from.
Sorry to have asked then. I was simply curious. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch Bernard.
You think I'm too young for the job, Father?
I do, to tell the truth.
Well, I can only apologise for my lack of grey hair and gout.
Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Noyelf? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
It doesn't matter what happened there. The important thing is, a witness who could have led me further is nailed to a wall, and the only person who knows what he knew refuses to tell me.
You could put it that way, but I don't think you're being entirely fair, my son.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father.
Told you everything.
You don't look much like our parish priest at home.
Well, lad, I think we'd better leave it for another occasion. You're apparently not in good humor, and I must admit, neither am I. I feel the lure of my bed.
What? You dragged me here, and now you won't tell me anything.
I'm a little weary, I'm afraid. I believe it's time for me to take my bed. I'm sorry we couldn't find common ground. Good night, son.
So you won't help me out with that secret?
No, I won't.
Thank you very
I
much.
decided to go with don't tell him anything. I guess now I'll try telling him everything.
Hey, where's my ale?
Hence the save the game beforehand. Tell him everything this time in the alternate timeline.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But maybe we can work something out. But first, I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Skalitz.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about your kin?
Super dead.
They're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible.
All right, so do the exact opposite strategy of talk about everything.
We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
Yeah, right.
My poor child. May God
Speak
grant
up,
them
son.
eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to
Reputation
Egypt, so he
gained.
sent me here
Interesting.
to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Neuhof? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses.
Wonder if it's
They
a
only went to
mixture of the
kill.
two that I have to like
They maimed the horses and
tell them a lot
slaughtered
about
some
certain
people.
things and shut up
I'm
about
sure they
other
would have killed
things.
more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword. I wouldn't expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
But
But
classic.
This is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a
Stock
priest.
animation. A
Fate
lot of
led
that
me
in
to
Mass
places
Effect.
where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this
To defeat the
confession
Huns.
scene. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
Want to try this?
Oh, you're just making excuses. The people who say the church is corrupt are right. You don't care about anyone, only your own comfort.
I'm sorry you see it that way. Really sorry. You've no idea how wrong you are.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujits isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. Tongue-lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church, the lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison, and nearly the whole
True.
of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend
Get
to
all
heaven
mad at me
too?
for saying the church is
With
corrupt.
such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in
I love how his
expensive
concubine
furs,
just left.
while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Hell yeah, man.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
Sounds sweet.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticizes the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
He just kept that in?
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't
I
let
keep
me
expecting
down.
there to be a trick to some of this, but it seems like you've gained a new level in drinking mood. It seems like you're just supposed to do the exactly straightforward thing, at least when talking to him. Graphics. Getting him drunk and gambling. Casual sexual assault, yay.
Enough of this!
Bailiff!
Fun little montage.
Come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can write is me.
Enough!
And the scribe?
Men, throw them out.
You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
New level in drinking. Wait, how do I block again? 1 second. But I had know how to do it with a sword. Can I not perfect block in a fist fight? I already missed the tourney, I guess, because of this. Enough time passed because of that, I guess.
You'll die for that.
That was the last straw. Take that.
You gonna cry now?
Bastard.
How often do I get opportunities for tourneys? I'm wondering if I should load my save, go do the tourney, and then do this quest.
Ring on the bell. No sooner said than done.
I'd love
Could skip all the dialogue, I guess.
Henry too, I'm sure. Right, Henry?
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people say?
They can say what they like. What do I care? What do they do to me? Watch the step, my dear. Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Godwin, you're a buffoon.
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
Trying to decide if I want to load my save, do the tournament, and then do all this again and skip through the cutscenes and stuff.
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
Ah, bloody oath.
And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
Yeah, I don't want to drink with him and
Come here.
beat up the bailiff.
Oh.
I think that was a bad decision.
Mounted up.
I'm gonna load up if it lets me here. Hold on. Is this the tourney? Hoping that's not like required for the story. I'll try skipping through the conversation really quick and just telling him I won't drink with him. It's a lot of things that happen from, will you drink with me, yes or no?
Hell for me. I'm sorry, I can't tell you but
I'm that.
Mom.
God, I did.
Now. You know,
well, so, I am what word?
Well, the what do you?
What? What does? Yeah. Thanks for the. Yeah.
What do you?
Not in the mood for boozing.
Well, enjoy it, Father. I have to go now. I'm not much in the mood for a drink.
I thought you'd be more game.
So you won't help me out with that secret?
No, I won't.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Does it mark that complete or failed? Because it didn't mark it failed that time. Okay. Still do the tourney. I might want to buy lodging in the Rattay area. I think I can do that. I have to stop going to the miller's house. I should have done that earlier when I was doing all that pickpocketing. I think I'm going to go to the scribe really quick. Does it not mark on the map? This must be it.
What was that noise? Get the hell out of here.
Sorry, bud. Sorry, I got confused. My bad. Thank you for the warning about saving before the monk sequence. I definitely wouldn't want to just rolled with that. Seems like that puts you on a warpath for playing your character a certain way. I'm gonna try to sell. Talk to him when you wake up.
Good day to you.
Oh, you look weird without your clothes.
Farewell.
Can I sell you your books back?
Watch it. You can't draw your weapon here.
Sorry.
May the Lord.
I guess I can't. Maybe I can find someone to sell the books to later. Oh, really? All right, right here. Oh, interesting. I guess this is like a town-only map instead of a world map. Technically did, I see. You zoom out enough? Oh, okay, thanks. Thought I did earlier, I guess not. There's a couple places where you can get lodging in Rattay. Okay, cool. Should have enough money for this, I think. Yeah, this one like across the street, right? Probably should sharpen my sword. Is this just based on like the visual of the sword, like looking for the places where there are like pits or something? Assume that this is like a skill as well, right? Assume you can screw this up if you do it wrong. Oh, is every tavern not also an inn?
Good health to you. Goodbye.
Sparks are bad. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was trying to prompt sparks or trying to avoid them. This one all the way out here is lodgings? Okay, I see. So it's a stein with like a laurel wreath underneath it.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Whoops. Northeast, okay. I thought there would be one like in town proper. That's interesting. Rather there be multiple options.
Yeah.
Broken Wheel Inn. I don't want to break in anywhere at the moment. I just want to have somewhere else to rest and deposit stuff. Oh. Oh, this is a private area. An innkeeper should stay up late for this purpose. Gotta have someone running the front desk, y'all. I guess the innkeeper, the other one, was asleep. That's how I robbed him that one time. Townsman. Okay. None of y'all are actually innkeeper. Alehouse maids won't let me do it here. If you let me pay for lodging in the other place. Can't do very hard lockpicks yet. I don't think that's what I want to do, though. Try some other rooms, I suppose. Now, this one doesn't count as private. Oh, there's the innkeeper. Hey, your door's locked, bud.
God be with you.
Yeah, and also with you. What the hell?
Can I sleep here?
Certainly. For how long?
How about if I pay you for several nights?
Sure, but let's see your coin first. These are harsh times.
That's quite a lot. Can we discuss the price?
Haggling helps you accrue speech skill, right? It's worth doing only for that reason.
What do you say to this?
To file a complaint.
Well, now a little more and we'll shake on it. You'll like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is.
Where do I go to sleep?
On the upper floor of the inn. There's steps up to it outside. The middle room is yours.
Middle room, thank you.
Good luck to you.
I'm doing finite energy, so it might make more sense to like read for a bit. Yeah, let me read for a little bit here. Attorney, I basically have to get there at like dawn, right? Probably fine. Do this just to be safe. New level in reading hype. Magistrate. If you're sitting comfortably, you get a double reading bonus. I think it's easy enough to just study those. Magistrate seems pretty good. I think this is just saves me time effectively. I think I'm actually going to take Magistrate since that might actually affect gameplay beyond just time. Sign up with the Herald this morning. Let's go. Got enough time to knock that out. Much better use of my day than no whoring with the abbot.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Harold's like here somewhere, right?
Huh?
I think I remember this from last time. I had trouble finding him.
What the?
You didn't wake up until slightly after dawn or something like that. Let's see. When turning green A. Okay. This is very familiar. I think I had this issue before. He like shows up slightly later in the morning, basically. Maybe he's the guy behind that guard. You talk to the Herald, please? That's Johannes.
Damn.
That's nice that you can like clip through people, they don't block you. There he is.
God bless you. What troubles you?
Rolling the tourney.
I'd like to enroll in the big tournament.
All right. As long as you've got the enrollment stake, Sir Hanish's rule is every contestant has to put up 3 score groschen.
Sure.
Of course. Here you are.
I'll write your name down. Henry, you said. And I need to know what weapon you choose.
I think the longsword again.
Longsword. I reckon it's what I'm best at.
Good. Get yourself ready. You're next in line. Good luck to you.
Last time I got my ass kicked, but I also got a ton of combat XP. All I'm really here for.
The first combatant will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. And he will face Zdeněk, apprentice to the Ratai scribe. Welcome, our warriors.
Ratai or Ratte? I feel like I've heard characters pronounce it differently.
The combatants have entered the arena and the first duel may commence.
Sweet.
We will witness a duel with longswords.
Go ahead and gather your strength. You'll need it.
Ow.
Ha!
I guess my armor and equipment doesn't matter for this.
Take that!
New level in sword. You have some combos here, but I feel like they're hard to do in this particular environment.
What's the matter? Lost your balls?
See, so it's
Weak at the...
new level in strength. Nice.
Fuck! I'm over here.
Level in warfare is nice. I can't spend those perk points until after this is over, if I remember right. Yeah. Left, right trigger.
I'm going to.
Right trigger. Right bumper, right bumper.
You've got to be kidding.
Didn't work that time. I'm not super clear on whether I'm triggering the combos correctly or not. Huzzah! First
The
try.
combatant who emerges victorious from the first round is Henry of Skalitz. Change weapons for the second bout. Our warriors will fight with hunting swords.
Hunting swords.
God.
I remember dealing with him having a shield was pretty rough last time. That was supposed to be the combo, I think.
Take that! Now.
When I do the combo, I have to do the full swings. It's not just like rapidly pressing them in one attack, is it? It's like left swing, right swing, stab, stab is the combo.
Gotcha. You're going to cry now.
Come on, bud, let's go. New level in defense, nice. Well, agility. Let's go, bud. I think you can still perfect block after the first perfect block when he does a combo, even if it doesn't convey it with the shield icon, but I'm not sure. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's supposed to be the combo, but it doesn't seem to do anything special when I try it. I don't know if I've ever triggered the combo successfully.
Giving up already?
No, man. Ouch. Let's go, friend. Come on.
Come and get it. Take that.
It's basically impossible to get a overhead swing on a counter there. He always shields it.
Had enough.
Working on it, man. I think I'm supposed to do combos to deal with their shield, but I just don't know how to actually trigger it. Oh, it actually worked for once. Nice. Because you can try to get the computer to bait the computer into attacking you when you have low stamina.
Curse it.
Let's go, bro.
Go ahead and gather your strength. You'll need it.
Man, I really gotta stop trying to do the fancy thing. It's like, I don't even know what it's supposed to look like when it does work. If someone in chat knows how the sword combo is supposed to work, let me know. Because what I'm doing is I'll try to talk out as I press the buttons here next time I attempt it. Left trigger. Sorry. Left swing, right swing, stab, stab. I'll do it twice, and then it just looks like he's doing those attacks. Isn't it like a custom animation or something? I don't know if like if he dodges one of them that it breaks the combo, maybe. Right on. I'm just not sure if maybe it wants me to like input it really quickly in the space of a single attack, right? Like left, right, dot, tot. Left, right, tot, tot. Doesn't seem right. Or if they mean like just do the sword attacks multiple times in a row, right? And that constitutes the combo. New level in sword hype. That's nice.
Jesus Christ. Give up.
All 4 of the hits have to connect for the combo to work. Okay, so it is 4 separate hits then. Another level in defense is nice.
Had enough. Take! I'm over here.
Do they all have to connect as in, like, hit the shield or hit his sword, or do they all have to, like, connect in terms of, like, hit his body and do damage to him? I don't know if that is the way I should understand this combat is that there's always, the shield's always pointing in a direction where I can safely attack him. He seems to be able to instantly move to block or dodge whatever I did.
Look it up!
Like there it looks like he's open in the bottom left, but he moves his shield in time every time.
Ow. Gotcha. Now.
Gotta keep getting a glancing blow on his arm at least when it happens.
Quitting? Fuck!
Come on, bud. I'll keep going until the tournament's done here. Don't think these fights are supposed to take this long. They're perking agility, that's nice.
Gotcha.
Go, bud.
Bugger! Oh, dear.
What is the point of clinching? Is it just to stop him from... Does it like break a
What's the
combo if
matter?
you run into him while he's
Come on.
attacking or something? Trying to be more aggressive here just to wrap this up. Come on, bud. Let's go.
Well landed.
Got him in the head again, it looks like. First try, jeez.
The victor of the second duel is Henry of Skalitz. Having proved his combat skills in this round and emerged victorious, he shall proceed to the next round of the Ratai Tourney.
You can tell how close you are in theory.
Meeting face to face in this round will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kubla. And his adversary will be Obram, known as Sparrowhawk, archery master of Kalin. Welcome, our warriors.
I think I got screwed up last time when someone had a hammer and a shield.
Entertainment. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Ouch.
They interrupt me in any way, even if I block them, I lose my combo, right?
Missed.
Like right there, just because he started to attack mid. Hit there.
Go ahead, gather your strength. You'll need it.
Really just want to try to land one combo. I don't think I've done it once this whole fight.
God! Had enough?
Ow. Not like that. Want that ability. Trying to wrap this up instead of just like constantly perfect parrying and slowly war of attritioning him, but it seems that as soon as I start fighting him like that, he just completely annihilates me. More levels in defense, that's good.
Ow.
If he beats me here, that's okay. I've gotten a whole bunch of skill ups, which was the intent of doing this.
You're quitting? Shit!
I always feel like I'm missing something about the way this combat's supposed to work. I like the basic concept of it. It's like I'm missing like a button press or something that would make it make more sense. Sometimes dude just goes ham on me and there's nothing I can do about it, it seems like. I don't think there's anything I could have done about what just happened there. I don't have a comparable ability to instantly, freely counterattack him. I don't know if there's supposed to be a thing where I can like get out of his range and then poke him and then pop back out of his range. That doesn't seem right though.
Had enough?
Fucking me up, dude.
Ow.
Yeah. God damn.
Can I do that thing that he does occasionally where he just like knocks my sword out of the way and then punches me in the gut? Is that damaging me? I don't know how to do it if it's even possible. And that's why I expect a combo to be when I do left trigger, right trigger, stab, stab, but then he dodges like all of them. But when he does it, it seems like it's completely undodgeable. So that makes me think I'm inputting the combos wrong?
Jesus Christ!
Seriously, I'm open to tips. I feel like I'm playing the game wrong. Still learn things from Captain Bernard. Oh, is that like a quest I've not done, or is there a marker for that somewhere? Just a thing you can do?
I'm over here. Fuck it!
The first victor in our tourney is...
There we go.
Called Sparrowhawk.
Game tells you to keep training but doesn't push you to do it.
The second bout.
Oh god, I'm out of time. I'm gonna rush this really quick.
This one may decide the winner. Our combatants will demonstrate their skills with short sword and shield.
Fucking hell!
Now, am I just bleeding because he got an unlucky hit on me or something? Hit in the face.
He is hereby declared the victor in this round and shall proceed to the next round.
Good job, dude. Proud of you. All right, future Marstead, you're apparently supposed to talk to Bernard, who's across from the inn that I'm taking you to now. I guess you are missing something about how combat works, which maybe will make sense. The main quest is off in the distance in an area that you just unlocked the inn for it. You have an inn here that you're going to be loading in at. And then there's another one up here in Talmsburg, was it? No, Ujits, that's right. So you can warp here. There's a place where you can rest at the lodgings there, and that's the main place you want to go for the main quest. I'd recommend you spend most of your time there. So that's where most of the progress should be right now. I don't know what's happening with the horse right now. I got really confused. It's right up here. There is like a suspense save in this game too, right? Rather make an actual save. Don't forget, every time you rest at one of these locations and stay for several nights, you get a permanent bed and a permanent new Miller chest. So definitely do that every time. Thanks, folks. Kingdom Come will be back in the future.